Hamas, the Palestinian militant group, recently appointed Yahya Sinwar as its new leader. This decision has been met with strong condemnation from Israel. Sinwar is considered by Israel to be a dangerous terrorist. He has a history of advocating for violence against Israel.
Israeli officials have labeled Sinwar's appointment as a concerning development. They believe it signals a potential escalation in the conflict between Israel and Hamas. Sinwar's leadership has raised alarms within the Israeli government. They fear a surge in violence and attacks.
The Israeli government remains committed to protecting its citizens. They are closely monitoring the situation and are prepared to respond forcefully to any threats. The change in Hamas leadership has added another layer of complexity to the already tense situation in the region.
Israel is urging the international community to condemn Sinwar's appointment. They are seeking international pressure on Hamas to renounce violence. This call for action underscores the seriousness with which Israel views the new Hamas leadership.
Amidst escalating tensions, Egypt is actively pursuing diplomatic efforts to foster regional stability. Egypt's foreign minister recently held crucial phone calls with his Iranian and Cypriot counterparts. These discussions focused on de-escalation and finding common ground.
Egypt, a key player in the region, is deeply concerned about the potential for further conflict. The foreign minister stressed the need for restraint and dialogue during the phone calls. He emphasized the importance of finding a peaceful resolution to the ongoing crisis.
Egypt's diplomatic efforts underscore the urgency of the situation. They are actively engaging with regional powers to prevent the situation from spiraling out of control. The phone calls signal Egypt's commitment to diplomacy and peacemaking. Egypt's role as a mediator is crucial in the current climate.
Their diplomatic efforts are aimed at bridging the gap between conflicting parties. By facilitating dialogue, Egypt hopes to pave the way for a more stable and secure region.
The Lebanese government is facing a growing security challenge. The escalating conflict between Israel and Hamas has heightened tensions along the Lebanon-Israel border. Lebanon is now bracing itself for the possibility of being drawn into a conflict.
The Lebanese Armed Forces, LAF, have been placed on high alert. They are reinforcing their positions along the border to counter any potential threats. The government is closely monitoring the situation and coordinating with international peacekeeping forces.
Lebanon's delicate political balance is further strained by this escalating regional crisis. The presence of Hezbollah, a powerful armed group, adds another layer of complexity to the situation. Hezbollah has vowed to support Hamas in its fight against Israel.
The Lebanese government is facing a difficult balancing act. They must protect their sovereignty and citizens while avoiding being dragged into a wider regional conflict. The situation remains fluid, and the potential for miscalculation is high. Section 4. Egypt's airspace warning underscores regional tensions.
Egypt's Civil Aviation Ministry has issued a significant warning to all airlines. They are advising them to avoid Iranian airspace for a specific period. This precautionary measure directly results from the escalating tensions and military exercises in the region.
Iran recently conducted military exercises, raising concerns about potential risks to civilian aircraft. While Iran claims the exercises were routine, the timing and location have raised eyebrows internationally.
Egypt's airspace warning highlights the sensitivity of the situation. The decision to advise airlines to reroute flights underscores the seriousness of the situation. It highlights the potential for miscalculation and unintended escalation.
The safety of civilian aircraft is paramount, and Egypt is taking proactive steps to mitigate any risks. This incident serves as a stark reminder of the interconnectedness of regional security. Events in one part of the Middle East can have ripple effects across the entire region.
Egypt's airspace warning is a tangible manifestation of these interconnected security concerns.
Section 5. International community urges restraint, diplomatic solutions.
The international community is deeply concerned about the escalating tensions in the Middle East. World leaders and international organizations are urging all parties to exercise restraint and avoid actions that could further escalate the situation.
Diplomatic efforts are underway to de-escalate the crisis and find a peaceful resolution. The United Nations, the European Union, and regional powers are engaged in talks to reduce tensions and prevent a wider conflict. The focus is on dialogue and finding common ground.
The international community recognizes the importance of addressing the root causes of the conflict. This includes finding a just and lasting solution to the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Addressing the humanitarian crisis in Gaza is also a top priority.
The calls for restraint and diplomatic solutions reflect the global understanding of the situation's gravity. The international community is united in its desire to prevent a catastrophic escalation of violence. The focus is on finding a peaceful path forward through dialogue and diplomacy.